Hello students, I welcome you all to Current Affair Lectures by Azad ICS Academy, and today we are going to study the current affairs of 17th of March, right? So yesterday we had discussed two important topics and today we are going to discuss about the same topics in detail. So let us see what are the topics that we had discussed and what are the questions that were not answered in yesterday's lecture. So the first thing is, which instrument onboarded Aditya L1 that was used to observe the flareless coronal mass ejection? One of the important payload that is there in the Aditya L1 mission, which you need to know, is VELC, that is visible emission line chronography, which is used to study the coronal mass ejection and the flares. You may also get a question that why these coronal mass ejections and flares are coming out. This is because of the magnetic instabilities that are there in the sun. Because of these kind of magnetic instabilities, what do you find is you find the flares or you find the coronal mass ejections, right? So this is something that we have to understand. The next important questions that we discuss is, what is hantavirus? It is nothing but it is a family of viruses that cause a severe illness like the syndrome and another this. This is the right answer for this. And how is hantavirus primarily transmitted to humans? Is through direct or indirect contact with infected rodent waste. So we have discussed about this, that this is basically caused due to rodents. And we have also seen that there are 4 types of mice that were explained in yesterday's lecture, that it could be rice rat or cotton rat, or it could be white-footed rat, or it could be deer mice. So these are the 4 different types of rodents that can cause this particular hantavirus. Now let us see the important articles for today. First is, the air pollution will lower India's solar generation capacity. See, this is the solar generation and you can see there is a lot of pollution, the dust pollution. And because of this, the absorbing capacity of this particular solar panels is going to get reduced. And this is one of the reason why it says that air pollution would lower the India's solar generation capacity. Solar cells perform best under bright sunlight. They also need lower ambient temperature and airflow over them for cooling. Any imbalance in these factors lowers solar cell performance. Researchers have found that the solar radiation was main factor affected solar cell efficiency, followed by the temperature. So these are some of the things. So you can see that the solar radiation was a main factor that is affecting the solar cell efficiency. How much amount of radiations are coming? If the amount of radiations are coming, but this capacity of this particular panel was less because of the pollution, what would happen here is it would not be able to produce that much amount of electricity that is required, right? So this is one of the important things. So here we have to understand that India is the 5th largest producer of solar energy in the world. The country aims to generate 50% of its electricity. So here we have to understand India is the 5th largest solar power producer worldwide. And we have a target of generating around 50% of our energy by using solar by 2030. And the plans of installing 5,000 gigawatts of renewable energy capacity with 1/5 of the solar panels itself. India is promising the development of solar park and rooftop installations as well. So this is something that India is trying to do. Now, India is also planning to develop a lot of other things. Like you can see, there is park that is mentioned. It is also talking about rooftop solar generation. Now, there is a lot of issues when it comes to climate. Solar photovoltaic cell depend upon, so whatever solar photovoltaic cell we have. Okay. Let's see. We have to understand that these solar panels or solar photovoltaic cells are depending on 2 things, like especially weather and climate conditions. Air pollution and climate change reduces the efficiency of solar panels. Rising temperature negatively impacts the solar panel performance also. See, we are not talking about how much amount of sun rays are coming, but it is the temperature. Let us see how does this happen. A study examined the effect of climate change on solar panel efficiency in India. It found that the solar energy production is decreasing due to air pollution and higher temperatures. So we have to understand that due to air pollution that's happening in our country and also the temperature rise that's happening, that is basically reducing the efficiency of our solar panels. This is something that we need to understand. How? We'll see that. India has around 300 sunny days per year. Okay, let us assume that we have how much? 300 sunny days. So you can say 300 sunny days, but their quality is declining due to air pollution. Okay, but the quality is declining due to air pollution. Global dimming and brightening trends affect the solar radiation levels on the Earth's surface. Factors like clouds. So there are a lot of clouds and there are a lot of aerosols like dust particles, particulate matters that are there in the atmosphere. See, if this is your solar panel and this is your atmosphere, in the atmosphere you have a lot of clouds. You have small, small particulate matters. Okay, and if the sun rays is coming, these particulate matters will, redirect these sun rays, and the intensity of the solar radiations that are coming will get reduced. And that is when, if it comes on these panels also, this panels will not be effectively able to, get the energy out of it. So this is something that we need to understand, that influences the energy absorption, right? So apart from this, we have to also understand there are some other data that we have. The study used data from 1985 to 2014 to predict changes from 2040 to 20 or 2041 to 2050. It relied on the global climatic models of NASA CRIX project. So solar panels efficiency is expected to drop by 2.3% in the second scenario. So you can see that this particular study is saying that there could be a drop of 2.3% in the second scenario. A minimum of 840 gigawatt hour of electricity could be lost annually. Means every year there is a possibility that this much amount of energy could be lost because of the pollution and the temperature rise. Okay, rising temperature are the biggest factors. So if the temperature is rising, then automatically what will happen here is the solar panel may not work efficiently. Air pollution blocks the solar radiation from reaching the solar panels, resulting in the less power produced. Rising temperature due to climate change is also one of the factors that is affecting the efficiency of our solar panel, right? Regional variations in the solar potential. See, in different places also it's going to be different, right? So here you can see the model is telling that there could be a drop of 2.3% in the second scenario, but greater amount of first scenario. I mean, there are scenarios that I've mentioned over here, right? There are two scenarios. The first scenario is moderate level. That is, we can control the air pollution and mitigate the climate change. And the second is weak climatic conditions, but a strong air pollution control. So there are two different types of scenario that they are talking about. If there is air pollution, then what will happen? If there is no air pollution, then what will happen is what they are mentioning about. The study based on the radiation data from the global climate models provided vital insights like impact of escalating air pollution on the photovoltaic efficiencies, right? So we have to also understand that in the regions, in different regions also, this kind of effect is different. Okay, like for example, some regions include the parts of northeastern India and Kerala may have increased solar potential due to reduced cloud cover. So in some cases, especially in northern part of India or northeastern parts of India, and even in the Kerala region, because of less clouds, okay, the efficiency is better. The efficiency of this particular solar is better, but this is not throughout the country. Now, what are the recommendations that we have here? See, we have to understand that there are some recommendations that we have, and these recommendations are going to make this particular solar better. How? The government should make actions. So what are the actions that the government should take? The first important thing that government needs to do is have such a kind of a policy that should focus on reducing the air pollution. So we need to make sure that the air pollution is getting reduced and there is a reduction in the pollution and mitigate climate change also. So we need to make sure that the pollution is coming down. The amount of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, and other particulate matters that are coming in the atmosphere, that should get reduced. Technology innovations, improvements in the solar panel design can help maintain efficiency. So we need to also do in a lot of research for this particular technology that we have when it comes to solar. Public participation. So how this public participation can happen? Look, individual can contribute by adopting to electrical vehicles and use public transport. See, we have to understand that if there is some kind of, you know, electrical, I mean, if I am a person individually, if I am using a vehicle which is based on fossil fuels, if I'm not using that and I'm using a vehicle which is based on electricity, then what is going to happen is the amount of electric, the amount of waste that is coming or the amount of pollution that's happening is going to get reduced. Point number one. Point number two here is that I will be able to go through the renewable source of energy, and that is going to be better. My pollution is going to get reduced, and also I will be able to contribute to the changes in the climate. So these are some of the things that the public participation. Also, if I am able to do it, we can also install rooftop solar panels so that we can use this for generation of electricity as well. Environmental efforts also, planting trees and raising climate awareness will enhance stability. Now we have to understand that reducing greenhouse gas emission will provide both air quality as well as solar power generation. Better site selection and resource allocation will also help us better. So for example, we need to understand that we need to find out such a kind of places where heat is there, or optimize solar energy use in India. We need to find out the locations where this pollution is less and the heat is more. So such kind of places should be, identified. And what you can do here is do it. That is something that we can do to make this particular solar project better in India. So the next important article that we have is reform FDI tango in insurance. So this is related to economy. Let's see. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman in her budget speech this year proposed increasing FDI in insurance companies to 100%. The final policy details will be clear after amendments to Insurance Act and Foreign Investment Rules in 2015. So here we need to understand that recently this has happened, that the limit of FDI limit or insurance company will be 100%. And where is it going to appear? It is going to appear in Foreign Investment Rules of 2015, can provide more clarity on the counters of fully liberalization insurance sectors. In addition, given the current regime focuses on the International Finance Services Center, and there will be additional benefits to the insurance offices set up at such centers. What stood out of FM's assertion that, or Finance Minister's assertion that 100% FDI limit will be available to companies that invest in the entire premium in India. So anybody who is investing in the India, they are going to get this kind of development, or they're going to get this kind of premium funds. The 100% FDI limit applies only if all the premium funds are invested within India. So if this is only applicable if all the investments are done in India. So if any company is coming, or any foreign direct investment, that is, if any foreign company is coming and investing majorly in India, then such kind of people will get 100% insurance. That means if any of their investment are gone, then that will be given by the government of India. Such kind of insurance is there. Right? For example, if you die, your family will be taken care. So some kind of insurance you do, that is life insurance. Similarly, foreign direct insurance also. So if any foreign country is coming to India and they are investing in India, they will also, it is a guarantee that they will get that money back. Right? So this kind of insurance. Since insurers cannot invest policyholders' fund abroad, further clarification is needed. So there are some clarifications that are needed. We'll discuss that later. Historical content. When the FBI limit was increased in 2015 from 26 to 49, the stipulated well insurance should be Indian owned or controlled. Foreign investors were required to dilute existing rights to the company with the requirement. So in 2015, there were different kind of rights. We'll not go into that. But anyways, this is going to become 100% very soon. The Indian ownership and control criterion was withdrawal in 2021. Anyways, in 2021, the ownership should be of Indian only. That also got withdrawn, with the FDI limit hike from 49 to 74%. According to the existing regime, most of the insurance director and key management persons must be resident Indian citizen. So anybody who is getting such kind of investment should be Indian citizen. Moreover, insuree with more than 49% of foreign investment or 50%, the board must consist of independent directors. So 49% can be foreign investment, but anybody like 50% should be independent directors itself. If, however, the chairman of the board is an independent director, then 1/3 of the board member consists of independent directors. Such conditions create practical challenges for foreign investors in managing large size abroad. So there are a lot of issues that are happening if in this kind of cases as well, right? So what is going to happen if there are a lot of issues when it comes to role of intermediaries as well, or increase foreign direct investments, etc. So when the foreign direct invest will be increased up to 100% of insurance, intermediaries in 2019, especially conditions were imposed on intermediaries with a majority foreign investment. So to invest in India, so what will happen is there will be a lot of increase in the foreign direct investment. So when they say that there is 100% insurance, automatically whatever amount I'm giving it, I'm going to get all the amount back. So I will be interested in more amount of investment. Okay. Technology and expertise. Foreign investors bring advanced technology. So we need to understand that whenever there is foreign investment that's happening, there is going to be a lot of good things that are going to happen. So this investor would require to bring latest technology and managerial and other skills. So these are the things that are going to happen when it comes to this. More competition. New players will enter into the market because of increasing competition, leading to better services to the customer. So whatever services that are you giving, all of that services will be, in a better off, because it is foreign investment that's happening. And because of all these things, what's going to happen here is that investments will bring in a lot of new employment opportunities. There'll be more amount of competition, improved efficiency, increase in foreign interest. Strict rules on profit reputations and transactions will discourage some foreign investment. So if we are doing some strict rules and regulations, then automatically the foreign investors like, okay, that country has a lot of restrictions, we will not invest. So if we are kind of giving 100% insurance, a lot of foreign countries would like to get interest in our country. So sector growth, more investment can expand the insurance sector, benefiting the economy. So automatically our country will get benefited because of this. The increase in the FDI limit along the removal of cooling off period for registration for insurance companies under IRDA Regulation Act of 2024 could bolster the sector, leading to more FDI flow in a new ways. So this is something that we have to understand. More FDI, more income to our country. That is something that we need to understand. A very good move that there is more amount of foreign investment that is coming up. We will try to have more name in the global market. It's a good thing. Now let us see the question for today. Okay, which is one of the most important. Okay, I've already anyways given the answer, but still which is one of the most important atmospheric factors that affect the solar efficiency or solar panel efficiency. See, Earth's magnetic field has nothing to do with solar energy. Ocean tides, gravitational pull of moon are also nothing to do. It is obviously air pollution and particulate matter. As I already told you that these are the solar panels, and here you have clouds, right? And there will be a lot of aerosol particles. So they will stop the, absorption, or they will not allow the solar radiations to come. And that is the reason that this particular panel would not get enough amount of radiation, and that would lead to the inefficiency of this particular solar panel, right? So this is all for today. If you have any other suggestions, please try to put it in the comment section and try to put better explanation to what I've told for this particular answer in the comment section. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's lecture with tomorrow's current affair topics. Have a good day.